Hello, hello, hello. I'm Sam Peterson, old gay trans man with bad teeth, author of 2 books, Trunky Transgender Junkie and Sugar, a Memoir of Craving. And I love knives. I'm not here to rate them or tell you about the newest, the bestest, the fastest, the kapowest. I'm here to queerly share my queer love of knives with you. Also, I just ate a pint of coffee ice cream. Ha ha! I had to take off recently from work because I have a very painful neck-shoulder situation that work tends to exacerbate. So I'm staying away from the office so I can stay home and exacerbate. Stupid. I finally took the jump and I got myself a swanky little black-on-black build, alliteration, Kershaw Bel-Air. I'm like totally double-chinning it for you. I kept hearing all the hype, about this particular knife, and I figured if I like it half as much as I do the Iridium, then I'll be in great shape because I love the Iridium. And here's the deal. This blade is substantively and substantially different from the Iridiums. It's a really lovely, wicked, black anodized reverse Tonto, perfect for performing all kinds of tasks. It's really a great little worker knife. I've put this poker to good use this week, is what she said, and it is clean and sharp and perfect for EDC tasks, as I have already mentioned. Did I also mention that I ate a pint of Haagan Dazs coffee ice cream before I did this? Yes, I did, and I'm telling you again. All right. This knife I know has been out for a minute. I bought it once, actually. Insert online famous chain store. And I promptly returned it because I realized at the moment I could not afford it. Well, this time I bought it and I kept it, despite not actually being able to pay for it. In the back of my brain, I have always had this ridiculous thought that having already purchased the Iridium, I did not need to get the Bel-Air. Ridiculous. They just came out too close together, I guess. Like me and my brother came out too close together. Get it? My brother came out long after I did, actually, because he didn't want to be associated with me, who was a very difficult child, up until my 40s, I would say. Neither here nor there. These Kershaws are very, very different knives. I don't know why I thought they were somehow the same. It's ignorance when you're young, and when you're old, you're just a bona fide dumbass. I like getting blades in Magnacut. They really do keep a great edge for a ridiculously long time, and you can just drop them right back. It's pretty incredible. I also have a yen for aluminum scales. They just seem so right for an EDC knife. Aluminum is light and it carries well. Something about titanium, which is my preferred metal du jour, I will just scuff it right up. That titanium, man, I will wreck it pretty quickly, especially if it's nice. This stuff, who cares, right? It's aluminium. Kershaw seems to me to be a pretty damn good producer of knives. I also had the pleasure of owning the Kershaw Covalent for a minute, and it was built really, really well, especially for under $200 knife. It was built extraordinarily well. These knives feel like they're going to last a while. I can't say that about a lot of my knives, unfortunately. I know full well and good that some of my giant mouse knives can't quite take the beating that this Bel-Air probably can, even though those giant mouse knives are twice as thick. Yeah, because I think I told you all, I was cutting cardboard with my giant mouse, insert name here, and it totally broke down. Like it just stopped working, and I had to get it retuned at the Giant Mouse warehouse. I'm just assuming it's a warehouse. I don't know why I said that. Actually, when I imagine Giant mouse. I imagine them in a stripped down loft in Brooklyn, which is, interestingly enough, or not, where I lived when I first moved to New York. Anyway, where am I? Rather surprisingly, the Bel-Air is made in America. Maybe in a stripped down loft in Brooklyn, who knows? I say surprisingly because I had thought that the Iridium, or that all the Kershaw blades were made here, but alas alack, they aren't. The Iridium was designed by US makers, but it was made in China, as is the Covalent. Things I know. I know I'm quite behind the trends to be saying this, but the Bel-Air is a really, really good knife. Similarly, the Iridium is a fantastic knife, even though it's made from China. Born in China. Great little knife. Just the size and shape of this blade is spectacular. And it's got a good, like, spointy tip, you know, for spointing. And it feels great in the hand. It's not too thick, not too thin. The mechanism, the axis lock mechanism is sublime. I mean, they often, you know, have their drawbacks, but this one is really great. So that's enough out of me about that. Let me see if I had the Spyderco somewhere. I'll insert a picture of the Spyderco. Okay, we're going to circle back around to the soggy saga of the Spyderco Para 3 in lovely aftermarket G10 and an S30 VN blade. This blade reminds me of the abandoned dog you take in who pees on the kitchen floor and then is terrified you're going to throw it out, so it begins behaving really, really well. All that tuning that Spyderco did to this knife went right out the window because the minute I got it, I loosened the pivot so I could, so it would be snappy. This knife actually is really fantastic. The Para 3, much like the Sage, is a nice, almost 3-inch blade, which is good size for me, with also a superior spoint to the tip. It fits my transgender hands like nobody's business, and yes, I do have transgender hands. I redacted the name of the guy who traded the Spyderco with me because the knife is actually okay. I think where he fucked up was in putting these very thick slabs of G10 on it and trying to use Spyderco's tiny little screws to manage the thickness. And I like thick scales, so I ain't complaining. What I will complain about is how I put my knife down while I'm working at my laptop and invariably lose it, only to wake up with a knife on the pillow next to me. This is a true story. Well, it beats some of the other things I've woken up to. Ladles and jelly spoons. You try grinder and see what happens for you. Or not. I love knives. Bye-bye. Love you too. All right.